I don't have like the greatest resume. I've never hit an ultimate champion with it. I've gotten pretty high with it. It's my main deck, and I have a lot of experience with it. A lot of experience. So I feel like I'm pretty. My resume for Xbow is pretty good. So first thing I saw when I first watched this, I only got like about 40 seconds. The E-Spirit in the back. So it's not terrible. It's not like gameplay where like you lose automatically. If you don't have log and your next card isn't log, I wouldn't play E-Spirit. Because if they like Skeleton Barrel the opposite lane, you're going to have to Fireball. And then, or if they play like anything that you would usually log or E-Spirit, you have to Fireball it. Which it gets very awkward. Like if he plays like Goblin Barrel here, if he had Goblin Barrel, you'd be in an awkward place. So the E-Spirit's not bad, but usually you play it at the bridge because you can't punish E-Spirit at the bridge. What I mean by that is usually if I'm playing like with a giant double prince and instead of heal spirit I'm using E-Spirit, you wouldn't do that, but let's just say for that deck, or let's say graveyard. Let's say I'm playing graveyard with E-Spirit, which you don't play. Then you can get a King Tower activation off of it, and King Tower activation against graveyard, if you have graveyard and they have the King Tower activated, you're already like just about lost. Like that's terrible. But with Xbow, you don't have to worry about that. They can have King Tower activated the whole match. It's not going to do anything because the King Tower is going to be useless activated. That's why E-Spirit is used in like decks like Motor, Xbow, because the only weakness of E-Spirit is the King Tower activation. But that's useless against this deck. So since he played E-Spirit in the back and not at the bridge, he had a waste Knight here. Xbow placement, you always place it one tile back because when it's one tile back, and as we see here, he plays Tesla. Now, if this bomb tower, this is the ugliest bomb tower placement I've ever seen. If his Xbow was one tile back, then it would be way like harder for him to hit. Like if this Magic Archer was on the left side, it would hit the Xbow. But if it was one tile back, it would hit the Tesla. So you always want that you always want the Xbow like one tile away from the bridge. But you get all this, and this is where I left off. So he gets like a little luck here, but notice how he has a very awkward cycle. 2 spells, archers, like he has no knight because he had to use it on the spear goblins, and now his cycle's messed up. And it's going to stay messed up unless he fixes it in the middle of the game, which is going to be a little bit difficult. So now I don't know what he does here, but oh, okay. Whenever you have archers, you just cycle them in the back. You want to keep archers up as much as possible. Archers are like the best defensive card here. So instead of playing skeletons, you just play archers in the very back. Because now, if he plays like minor wall breakers, yeah, you have like log E-Spirit, but what was I saying? Sorry. If he plays like naked wall breakers, you're gonna have to log it now, when you could have like used skeletons. You didn't know he had wall breakers though, but I'm just saying, like, if you ever see that setup, you should know they have minor wall breakers. But always just cycle the if it's an evil card. Like archers, you want to get to the evil as fast as possible. This goes for every card. You want to get to the evil as fast as possible. Just throw it in the back. Here he does. It's good. Here, just log E-Spirit. Okay. Log E-Spirit would have done wonders. Ooh, okay. Here. I want to say not a bad Xbow, but that's a bad Xbow. You Xbow on the right side here. You don't Xbow on the left. It looks weird. Why would I Xbow on the right side when I have a good counter push with a knight and an archer? Because then what would he do? So for example here, if you Xbow on the right, which you shouldn't do because you're down elixir already, and he's going to get an easy defense up, even though he's not back to bomb tower, because he's just going to spear goblins and then knight. So you Xbow on the right side here, and then he's going to have to... Where's he going to put the spears? If he puts it on the left, you get a lock on the right and you win the game. If he puts it on the right, he still has to deal with the left side. He's going to have to waste a knight. And since he plays knight, he can't do anything about the Xbow. So that's why going split lane with Xbow is good most of the time. Those are bad skeletons because you have to... Okay, so here's the thing. When you're defending Xbow, you have to remember... Not remember, but it's like you got to think about it like this. What card is he going to play? What card is he going to defend with? Like when I'm playing Mega Knight, playing against Mega Knight, and I know they're going to play Mega Knight, like I kind of just... I don't defend the Xbow. Or like I'll wait until the Mega Knight's about to jump and then I'll place like Knight. But against Magic Archer here, you dump skeletons. I mean, I see the thought process actually because it was to block the knight and the spears. So I mean, it wasn't terrible. So here I'd put archers in the back as fast as possible. So I'd even do it now because I'd be thinking about minor wall breakers. So I don't know if he will. Even now, oh yeah, you're kind of dead. If he plays wall breakers on the right side, no, never mind. You could just ignore it if he plays on the right. That is the worst. I'd pre-fireball the bridge. Okay, I was trying to... Okay, that's an alright Xbow. Okay. Oh, I would have logged. Oh yeah, you have Tesla, so Tesla. It looks weird because... Okay, I don't like those evil archers. They force out a miner though, but he's gonna magic right. Yeah, there it is. And then Tesla. Oof. Yeah, he's dead here. You win. You should win. Yeah, he's just lost. He's down too much elixir. Oh no, that fireball was not it. Yeah, that fireball lost you the game actually if he plays correctly here. Even though those were terrible spirit goblins. And that log was bad. Okay, you guys are both panicking, so it's like it's fine, but yeah, it should be. This magic archer placement is so terrible. Yeah, that's GG's. Fireball with wins. Or I don't know how much level 11 fireball is. Oh yeah, only log wins. Alright, that wasn't bad at all. So, okay, so, alright. Let's go through this. Let's go through this one more time. Alright. So, only mistakes here. The E-Spirit in the back, you just play E-Spirit at the bridge. And you had no login cycle, so spears, wall breakers, anything would have done a lot of damage to you. Or forced out a lot of elixir. Expo placements, place it one tile back. It's harder to hit. It's just better. Because then like the troops like the knight, it takes like that extra 2 steps to walk up. And those extra 2 steps can do a lot. You don't have to play Tesla every single time you play Xbow. Especially if he's playing minor wall breakers, because you can just pre-place the Tesla in the middle. If you don't have archers in cycle, just Tesla in the middle, and then you get one step closer to the Evo. He can't go into a minor wall breakers, and if he does, you can literally just ignore it. Or you could wait till the miner connects to the tower, skeletons, and then the Tesla will sweep up the wall breakers. Usually archers in the back here. Because skeletons are useful. Skeletons are a very useful card. Here, this one was really, really sad. Because I am sure you were panicking here. Log E-Spirit. And then you always log you log a little bit further so you can hit the miner as well. Because you damage the miner. You push it back. You could probably save yourself a hit or two. And then like E-Spirit there, or if you had Skeletons E-Spirit would have killed the wall breakers, and then they would have came back for the miner, and then you saved yourself 1 elixir and a lot of damage, and then you have E-Spirits for the spears once you Xbow. And then here you always archers in the back. You don't like playing archers in the back. I notice you play when you're cycling. This is what I used to do, so this might also be what you used to do, or what you're doing now. I just play the cheapest card I can, because, oh, I'm cycling, let me just play the cheapest card I have. Yeah, but not always. Like, archers in the back here are way better. Or, like, Tesla in the middle here would have been better. Like, anything, really. And then one thing I like here, I'm going to say this now, I like how you played both the archers on the left lane, because, I don't know, you know he doesn't have a large spell, like arrows, or not a large spell, but a spell that could take out like the mini troops, like Dark Goblin Princess. You know he doesn't have a spell like that, besides the log, but log doesn't kill archers. He has no poison, fireball, arrows, vines. So you played both the archers in the right lane, and he has no magic archer to punish you, so that was fine. I like that. You played knight here to go Xbow. That was all good. Yeah, all good. It's all good. It's all good. Those are bad evil archers. I don't know what you were trying to predict. He has no knight in cycle. You didn't know he had miner. You did know he had miner. But even then, you could just couch it with something else. Or just log it away simply. You could save the evil archers. But then again, at the same time, they weren't bad because they forced out a defensive miner. And then you gave him log value there, but it's not the end of your world. That was a bad fireball. You lost the. Personally, if you would have played better, your opponent, he would have won the game, because that fireball is terrible. You should have kept your momentum going, and instead of fireballing, you should have just Xbowed again, because you're up elixir, you have an Evo Tesla already placed, and then you just go knight, he's dead. He can't do anything. Even perfect play couldn't save him from an L there. That log was unnecessary, but also it's not the end of the world. And then fireball log finishes. Yeah, but not bad. Not bad. Not terrible. A lot better than what I've seen before. But, like, if you just, like, if you don't panic, you'll be golden. And, like, cycle just a bit better, golden. That was a good game, though.